Since joining Liverpool in October 2015, Jurgen Klopp and his team's recruitment has been one of, if not the best in class. Klopp has bought 32 players for a combined total of just over £600 million since his arrival, and today we'll be taking a deep dive into every bit of summer business the Reds have done under Jurgen's tenure. In the following video, each and every signing made by Liverpool during Jurgen Klopp's time with the club will be ranked, from the very best in the S tier to the worst in the D tier. Starting off strong, Klopp's first summer signing was Sadio Mane, who joined the Reds for a total of just £30 million from Southampton in June 2016. The Senegalese international has been one of the focal points of Liverpool's success since he joined the club, representing Klopp's first big foray into the market, which certainly proved to be a successful one. Mane has managed to notch 269 appearances for the Reds since joining, scoring 120 goals and providing 38 assists in that time, as well as lifting 6 trophies, winning everything available to him as an LFC player. Should Sadio Mane leave Liverpool this summer, he'll do so as a club legend, meaning that this first summer signing has to go down in the S tier. But not every signing can have the impact of a Sadio Mane, and with this in mind we move on to discuss the acquisition of goalkeeper Karius in July 2016, joining for £4.7 million from Mainz. The goalkeeper had a fairly tumultuous journey at Liverpool, to say the least, joining initially as backup for Simon Mignolet before eventually earning the right to call himself Liverpool's number one. Sadly, despite a strong run of games between the sticks for the Reds, Karius never quite recovered from the damage dealt to both his confidence and reputation following a mistake-laden 2018 Champions League final performance in Kiev. Karius' Liverpool career never really got going again after that game, and the keeper now finds himself fourth choice, meaning that this signing can only really go down into the D tier. The first of Jurgen Klopp's 4 free signings as LFC manager was next, and what a start he made, picking up centre-back Joel Matip from Schalke in July of 2016. The Cameroonian has become a permanent fixture alongside Virgil van Dijk during his time at the club, and has just enjoyed his most injury-free season in the Liverpool side yet. Matip has gone from strength to strength since joining, making 166 appearances and even chipping in with 9 goals. This past season's consistency, as well as the fact that he joined for no fee, are definitely reason enough to see the signing of Joel Matip go down as another one of Jurgen Klopp's masterstrokes, and as such he slots right into the A tier. Next up is Ragnar Klavan, who joined LFC in July 2016 from Augsburg for a total of £4.2 million. Another Bundesliga centre-back recruited on the cheap. This one didn't quite work out to the extent of the last, but the Estonian national team captain definitely had a few moments in a red shirt. He made 53 appearances for the Reds in his 2 years at the club, even managing to find the net on 2 occasions. Klavan's time at the club was fairly short-lived though, when he left for Serie A side Cagliari in 2018 for just £2 million. The lack of time or real impact at the club are enough to see the signing of Ragnar Klavan slot firmly into the C tier. Alisson Becker was up next, with the keeper joining on a free from Augsburg, but he failed to make an appearance for Liverpool before announcing his retirement in 2017, meaning that this signing will have to sit in the D tier. The last of Jurgen Klopp's summer 2016 signings was another very impactful one, as Georginio Wijnaldum joined the Reds from Newcastle for a total of £25 million. Many were sceptical of the signing initially, having come from a Newcastle midfield which had been relegated, but few could have foreseen what a player Wijnaldum would become for Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. His Barcelona brace alone, coming after being brought on at half-time in the Champions League semi-final's second leg, will live long in the memory of LFC supporters for years to come. Wijnaldum became an integral part of Liverpool's high-intensity pressing game and slotted seamlessly into that midfield 3, making a total of 237 appearances and bagging 22 goals and 15 assists in that time. Sadly, Wijnaldum and the club were unable to reach an agreement over a new contract, and so the midfielder left on a free for Paris Saint-Germain in the summer of 2021. But despite the way Genie left the club, nobody can dispute the fact that he was an excellent player during his time at Anfield, and even though he left for free, Liverpool certainly got their money's worth out of this B-tier signing. Moving on now to Jurgen Klopp's second summer as Liverpool manager, and what better way to start than with the arrival of a certain Egyptian king to Anfield in June 2017. Mohamed Salah joined the Reds from Roma for a fee of around £44 million, representing Klopp's most expensive LFC signing yet at the time. But £44 million quickly proved to be quite the bargain, with the deadly winger scoring on debut at Watford and barely stopping to catch his breath since. The forward has 254 games under his belt for Liverpool now, and has scored 156 goals and provided 58 assists in that time, a truly incredible record. Add to this the countless individual and team accolades Salah has won in his time at Liverpool, including 3 Premier League Golden Boots, the Champions League and the Premier League itself, and this signing comfortably slots into the S tier. Next up is Dominic Solanke, who left Stamford Bridge for Anfield in July of 2017 for £4 million. The striker never really hit his stride for the Reds, only managing 1 goal and 1 assist in 27 appearances. While he may have disappointed on the pitch, the transfer fee of £19 million from Bournemouth for his signature in January 2019 certainly cushioned the blow, but isn't enough to keep this transfer out of the D tier. Jurgen Klopp's penultimate signing of the 2017 summer may not have hit the ground running, taking a while to cement a place in the first team, but a fee of just £10 million for a man who's become one of the world's very best fullbacks looks like another masterstroke from Liverpool's recruitment team. We're talking of course about Andy Robertson, who ousted Alberto Moreno at the left-back position and has since gone on to become one of the Reds' key players. 224 appearances, 52 assists, a Champions League, a Premier League and a domestic double later, the acquisition of such a fantastic player for such a low fee means that this transfer has to go straight into the S tier. The final summer signing of 2017 for the Reds was Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who joined for £35 million from Arsenal. The midfielder was on a great run of form until his injury against Roma in the 2018 Champions League semi-final, and his Liverpool career has faltered ever since, with a series of subsequent injuries also plaguing the player. Oxlade-Chamberlain has managed to make 133 appearances for the Reds, scoring 17 goals and registering 13 assists in that time, but could rarely get near the first team in recent months. Overall, the transfer hasn't quite delivered what Jurgen Klopp would have been hoping for when they made the decision to fork out £35 million for the player, and as such, must slot into the C tier. Jurgen Klopp's first edition of the 2018 summer was Naby Keita, who Liverpool actually agreed a deal for a year previously, before allowing the player to play the following season at RB Leipzig. Another difficult player to rank, Keita joined for almost £53 million and has also seen his time with the club hampered by numerous injuries. The midfielder hadn't managed to really tie down a place in the Reds midfield until the 21-22 season, which saw him have his first real purple patch as a Liverpool player. Many questions remain unanswered about Keita though, and the price tag attached to his move means that the transfer can only also slot into the C tier for now. Fabinho joined Liverpool in July 2018 from Monaco for a fee of around £44 million. The defensive midfielder was another slow starter for Klopp, but once again his patience paid off, and the Brazilian has gone on to become one of the very best in his position. 170 appearances and 11 goals, often in important situations or from the penalty spot, showed just one very small side of his overall game, with Fabinho's ability to read and break up opposition attacks as well as distribute the ball, making him a vital cog in the Liverpool midfield. This transfer, though it was not one of Klopp's cheaper acquisitions, has been an unbridled success, and so finds itself ranked in the A tier. Another summer 2018 edition was Champions League winner Xherdan Shaqiri, who joined for £13.5 million from Stoke City. The winger made only 63 appearances for Liverpool, scoring 8 goals including a memorable brace against Manchester United. But he failed to really make his mark on the first team at Anfield and left in February of 2022 for Lyon. Shaqiri had his moments at the club, but a lack of consistency hindered his impact upon Jurgen Klopp's long-term plans, leaving him in the C tier. Liverpool capped off the 2018 summer window with a huge transfer as they smashed the world record fee for a goalkeeper, shelling out £65 million for Alisson from Roma. The Brazilian made an instant impact upon the first team, quickly cementing himself at the number 1 spot and bringing with him a sense of calm and composure. Together with Virgil van Dijk, he's transformed Liverpool's defence into one of the very best in Europe and has rightly been heralded as one of the world's best keepers as a result. Alisson has now made 184 appearances for the Reds, keeping 84 clean sheets in total, and though he may have cost the club a lot of money, he has more than repaid the fee already with his impact upon the side. With this in mind, it is only right that this signing goes right to the top and into the S tier. Jurgen Klopp started off the 2019 summer transfer window by signing centre-back Sepp van Berg from PEC Zwolle for a fee of £4.4 million. The Dutchman has only played 4 games for Liverpool so far and spent most of his time at the club out on loan with Preston North End. It remains to be seen whether Van den Berg will break into the first team, and so it's only fair to leave him ranked in the C tier for now. Harvey Elliott was next to join Liverpool last summer, and at just £4.3 million from Fulham, he already looks to have been another steal for the Reds. The youngster immediately joined up with the LFC first team and made a number of appearances before being sent out on loan to Blackburn to gain first team experience. Elliott impressed in the Championship and rejoined with the Liverpool team for the 21-22 season, during which he showed ability and composure beyond his years, as well as the mental and physical strength to overcome a nasty ankle injury. The sky seems to be the limit for Harvey Elliott if he can keep up his current trajectory at Liverpool, and as such he fits right into the B tier. Next up was Klopp's first dip into the free transfer market in over 3 years, as Liverpool signed Adrien San Miguel in August 2019. The goalkeeper has provided cover for Alisson on a number of occasions, but now finds himself third choice behind Kelleher, and his most memorable Liverpool moment remains a poor performance against Atletico Madrid in the Reds' 2020 Champions League round of 16 exit. Such a display lives long in the memory of fans, and as such the transfer has to be ranked in the D tier. Another goalkeeper free transfer followed Adrien, with Andy Lonergan joining Liverpool as the final signing of the 2019 summer, but the Englishman failed to make an appearance for the Reds, leaving him also in the D tier. The Greek scouser Kostas Tsimikas was Klopp's first addition of the summer of 2020, joining from Olympiacos for around £12 million. He arrived to provide backup for Andy Robertson in the left-back position, and has proven himself a more than capable understudy since joining the club. Despite only having made 33 appearances, he's registered 6 assists and continues to grow in influence in this Liverpool squad. His cult status among fans and Carabao Cup final winning penalty are enough to propel Tsimikas into the B tier, despite his relatively short time at the club. The penultimate signing of summer 2020 for Jurgen Klopp was one that Liverpool fans have been begging for, and when Thiago joined from Bayern Munich for a fee of just under £30 million, the squad was once again given a serious boost in quality. Although some criticised the midfield maestro's impact upon the first team initially, it was clear to see for all just how classy of a player the Spaniard is, and his performance in the 21-22 season confirmed once again that Liverpool's recruitment team rarely get the big transfers wrong. Thiago's 69 appearances have brought with him 3 goals and 5 assists, but his ability to dictate a game is unrivalled, and his impact upon the Liverpool squad sees him slot into the A tier. The summer of 2020 came to a close with the signing of Diogo Jota from Wolves for £45 million. The transfer seemingly came out of nowhere, as is often the case with Liverpool when they're recruiting, but again proved to be an instant boost for the squad, scoring on debut after coming on as a substitute against Arsenal. In the 85 appearances he's made since joining, the Portuguese forward has 34 goals and 7 assists, but his form faltered towards the end of the 21-22 season. This dip in form, as well as the arrival of Luis Diaz, has seen Jota slip down the pecking order somewhat, and so, given his not insubstantial price tag, he finds himself ranked in the B tier for now. Jurgen Klopp's final summer signing to date came in July of 2021 and was the Reds' only signing of that summer, when they swooped in for Ibrahima Konate of RB Leipzig, paying £36 million for the centre-half. The Frenchman has impressed in his debut season, proving a valuable third option behind Van Dijk and Matip, and featuring heavily in Liverpool's run to the 2022 Champions League final. The youngster made 29 appearances in the 21-22 season, and already looks to have cemented himself as a crucial part of Jurgen Klopp's side. As a result, Ibu finds himself comfortably in the B tier. We hope you enjoyed this video ranking each and every Liverpool summer signing of the Jurgen Klopp era. Leave a comment below telling us who you think Klopp's greatest summer signing has been, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the Blood Red channel.